Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. In this episode, we are going back into the river of racism. We've been in it, a little bit or a lot of bit lately, or quite a lot, because wow, especially with what's going on politically and how people are rooting on the injustice and terrible treatment and unfairness. And they keep calling people illegals when they are immigrants, when some of them they have battled and tried so many ways to get into this country, and or maybe some of them didn't do it the exact way, but then they're working one, two, three jobs, taking care of business, not being allowed to vote, not being allowed to get benefits if needed or anything like that, but they are still contributing so much to this country, have not done anything wrong, but then the MAGA crowd wants to say, oh, you snuck into this country. Well, this country was stolen. After it was stolen, they offed so many of the rightful owners of this land, rid them basically, and forbid them, and or just gave them like some leftover territory after decades and centuries of them demanding like this is our land, and then trying to whitewash them and change who they are, trying to force them and colonize them to be your identity when that's not their identity. And then the same people who stole this land then were too lazy to build this land. So what do? Go to Africa and get forced free labor. They don't want to say that in the history books now. They want to say they trained my ancestors. Yeah. But with this episode, I'm going to be talking and going back to another River of Racism episode that I did a few days ago because some people started writing me, and this C.O. Jones person, yeah, she didn't realize, like, you're not going to stop me. These kind of messages just kind of light my fire. I've been bullied and tormented and called a liar and stuff so many times throughout the years. If you've been seeing and watching my episodes, you know I provide the evidence. You know I provide the petty. You know I have the screenshots. You know I have so much evidence that it's like in a courtroom, I would drag her. It's like I would have won my case abundantly. And that's what I'm going to do in this episode, because I'm going to make sure this little girl, she knows where she is welcomed, because I welcome everybody until you make sure that you show to me that either you're a bigot, you're poorly educated, you're arrogant, ignorant, let's see, have no compassion with, or you don't, or you're heartless, yeah, etc., etc. Because with that episode, I listed so many different examples, including the Little Mermaid with Haley Bailey, and Tinkerbell, who was an African American, beautiful African American woman, and then like Ironheart, which is going to be coming out, which I'm going to be including some new screenshots in this episode. And then, oh, what happened with the Hunger Games when people found out one of the characters, and I believe book 2 or 3 was African American. People then said that they regret ever reading that series. And so I think the gentleman right under who commented on the same video said that I was hopping around, and one reason I hop around, I talk about this stuff. If I've already done a full episode on it, I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not. And he's going to keep saying, like, he had the nerve to say I'm meandering. Well, okay, if you don't listen to my other episodes, then you don't get what I'm doing. Because if I've already done a whole episode on a topic, I'm going to tell you guys to do your homework and look it up. I might add it on. I might add the link. But if you've been listening to past episodes, you're going to already know that I'm working on getting my greeting card business out so that I can start booking and doing locations. And with my disability, I'm going through the path so I can get full independence of my life again. And I'm trying to find different things that I can do with my disability, which is newly diagnosed. Because yeah, listen to those stories. I talk about it a lot, but in summary, doctors took 35, 37 years to diagnose me. They called me a liar. They said I was making it up and the pain was in my head. So then mentally and physically, I went through quite a lot throughout my years. And so it's like trying to write my children's books, write my novels, and create my workbooks, my educational workbooks and activity books, physical therapy. And so, yes, it's like this gentleman may think I'm meandering, but if I already covered a subject, look it up. Okay? Because I've talked about a lot of this stuff in detail in the past. And so, anyway, just know that right now I have 384 episodes. I have Dating Nightmares, River of Racism, and let's see, idiotic, questionable comments. And I have things that go towards disability life that I target and talk to people about. Things that people say and do that are absolutely idiotic, that okay, but here's some advice when it comes to either conversations. And I'm going to get more into technology soon, but I cover quite a lot while covering petty tea. I tell my life stories as well, as a woman, a black person, and as a person with a disability, and sometimes combination of the two or three. So, but anyway, let's cover some tea on these two comments, because yeah, especially with this one episode, it's like I had to ask, because I did respond to her, and I asked her, did you look at the screenshots? Did you listen to the episode? Because she had the nerve to say I'm ignorant, or what a bunch of ignorant crap. Because part of me was like, okay, are you trying to say I'm talking ignorant crap? Or are you talking about the examples and the people who are replying? Are they providing ignorant crap? She did not respond, so it's like I'm just assuming she's trying to say that I am. But it's like if she can, come around and, let me know. But it's like if that's all you write, with me you have to specify. With me you have to let me know. Because like I said, in a courtroom, I would have laid it all out to her. And see, and this is why I have more. And the thing is, I have over, let's see, I'm really close. I think I do have 500 screenshots now showing dating nightmares and the racism, sexism, ableism that people have told me. And because in it, go back episodes, but I explain fully how people hate my education and or my work experience and or my political beliefs and even volunteering. I like there's so many men, especially Christian men, who get mad at me because when I say I'm volunteering and then they say that's a waste of time or that's not going to help me or help the outcome of anything, and the people that I'm volunteering to help are too lazy and greedy or good for nothing. So why am I going to put my life out there or waste my time with them when I could just go to their house or go to the movies? Yeah. And these are like a majority of them were Christian men, because I grew up at a very conservative church, all this other stuff. So for years I tried to date the nice Christian guy. Then gonna cover that in a whole different episode too. But it's just I found out the type of Christian guy I like, and a lot of people don't like that, and I don't care. So yeah, if you try to show hate with that too, trust me, that's just gonna help me create more episodes. So try me. I don't even care. So okay, so we're gonna cover what this little girl had to say about me having ignorant crap. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna focus on two different areas, because on Facebook I follow like especially Disney stuff because I'm a kid at heart. I love anime, K dramas, Disney, almost anything animated, and so I'm in quite a few Disney groups. I got kicked out of one Disney group because one guy kept being racist, and when I defended myself and defended black women, it's like the Disney group kicked me out because he said he had freedom of speech and that if he wants to call Ariel, the black Ariel, and a no good N word and have a like, because yeah, I'm gonna show you similar pictures because there's so many variations, but yeah, it's like I believe he had like a monkey with the tail too and so many other things. But yeah, I defended because I'm like, how dare you? And I was like, that is so racist. And he was just like, I don't care. It was like, that should be a white woman. And, but yeah, it's like they kicked me out and not the racist. But yeah, that little girl right there possibly told me that I was the one with ignorant crap. But I hope I'm wrong. And that's the thing, it's like I'm hoping I'm wrong, but the fact is like you it's like she didn't specify whatsoever. And I get a lot of hate messages, a lot of hate emails, a lot of like, so like when you write something like that and I don't know who you're talking about, make it clear. Like if you think I'm an idiot, tell me. Let me know because if it's in question, I might post you just like this. I might. So now I'm going to show you screenshots from this posting that was on Facebook. Because just in case she was trying to call me ignorant, almost every time this Disney group has a posting with Haley Bailey's like the real life version of the Little Mermaid, this is examples of what I see. These are the type of images that I see. And as a black woman, I'm going to defend Haley Bailey because she's a talented, wonderful, amazing actress and singer and performer. So it's like, and so many times, because even as a black author, I think this is one of the reasons why some people don't like what I have to say, because as a black author, I'm living the black author life. And when people tell me that they won't read my book because they can't connect to a black character, they won't be able to relate to a black character, and or even the disability side, they won't be able to connect to a person with a disability, or a person with a disability, they must have a boring life or they must not do anything. And oh, that remind and I'm gonna go over an episode that kind of goes over that, because if you already remember the episode about the guy on the spectrum who I went on a date with, who I talked to during COVID, 2 or 3 months, texting, calling, video chatting. Throughout those months, I told him I have a disability, even sent him the name of my disability, everything, so he could look it up before, because he kept saying, I want to take you out. I want to take you out. I want you to be my girlfriend and all this other stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, here's the skinny, here's the information, here's what you need to know. But yeah, go back to that episode and find out what happened. It's like people want to say that other people are ignorant. And like I said, I'm hoping she wasn't talking about me. I'm hoping she's talking about the example or the people who put out these awful, terrible examples. Because like I said, I have proof all day, every day. All day, every day. Because guess what? I have more. And some of them are like within the images I slid down just a little bit, but sometimes I even have people say, you must have made that, you must have, that these can't be real, that's not real. So that's why sometimes with my screenshots I do variety of shots with the same one so that people know, no, I did not make these up, these are real, these are from the postings. These people who post these awful, terrible, racist, bigoted things, these hateful, heartless, just demeaning things are real. These people who are posting this are real. And some people who, like, when they see that, like, the posting that's on the right with the two beautiful actresses or the animated versions of the actresses together, people are just like, ooh, I can be racist all today because that Henry Goulding, oh, all of the time, almost every single time, you see him posting like 10, 15, 20, 30 different racist awful posts. Because I don't have enough time, like, I don't have enough space on my phone to just screenshot all of the awful postings he has. And he does it almost every single time that Haley Bailey is mentioned or pictured in the on the topic. Every single time. And there's other followers and there's other people, as we can tell, because Austin Hedges, yeah, he loves doing that kind of stuff too. But I'm not going to name all of them and everything. But, and yeah, go to other past episodes. I think I have, just with Haley Bailey, around 50 to 60 screenshots. That will, and there's different ones in the episode that she was complaining about because all of these are brand new. So all of the other ones that I provided are from other postings. Every time Haley Bailey and the Little Mermaid are mentioned, we have haters, racists, bigots, no good, heartless people coming about acting like they can just treat black women like garbage. Whenever black women can be represented in a wonderful, amazing, peaceful, like just great representation, they want to say that's not possible. We can't do that. That's not reality. But then people want to try to comment saying this is ignorant crap. And again, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. But when you say something like that, you need to specify who you're referring to, me or the people posting. But again, she's not shutting me up. I have so many more episodes to do. And River of Racism, over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I have a list of at least 20 different episodes I can do on that subject. But yeah, we have the new Ironheart coming out. And okay, a lot of people also don't know there is already a comic book with Ironheart with the same type of characters and the with the same type of inclusion and everything like that. And so many different postings. I didn't do screenshots on all of them because I didn't know I was going to. Sometimes it gets exhausting. Sometimes on Facebook when I see it, I know they're like, "Oh, she likes these kind of topics." No, I hate it. I need the proof, but I hate it. But day after day when I talk about the hatred that I go through as either a woman or as a black person or a person with a disability, that's exhausting enough. And then I get more messages on dating apps where some of them I had to put a list of standards because when men see my age and I don't have any children, oh, you're all dried up. No man's ever going to want you. Oh, you're a Democrat. Oh, you're an L, like put liberal and the R word together. And, or you're a dummy, you're an idiot. Oh, you're vaccinated. Oh, that means you're going to die. And so many other things. Oh, you have an education? Oh, you were so stupid that you don't have babies, but you got education. So you wasted your time, basically. No wonder a man doesn't want you. No man's ever going to want an educated woman. What kind of stupid man would ever marry a smart woman? But if you've been listening to my episodes, you will already see the screenshots with all of that proof. Oh, and also men who have been to jail or prison. Only good men have gone to jail and prison. Um, um, if that was the case, why was the orange man fighting as hard as he could to make sure he didn't go, especially after he was found guilty? I mean, that's just like, I mean, you say only good men. Like, shouldn't shouldn't he have been excited after he got found guilty when the judge was supposed to give him his sentence? Shouldn't like instead when he found out he didn't have to, which I'm still wondering about what was going on with that. Shouldn't he have volunteered? If only good men go to, and some of you won't believe, like go back because I already have those screenshots in other episodes. It's like I've covered so much within the 380 something episodes. And it's like, okay, but you know what? Let's go through some more evidence. Because with that posting, many people laughing. I'm not going to show all the laughing people. I'll do that in another episode when I'm going to show Ironheart in the cartoon, in the comic book and things. And the well, with the the Handicapable Black Nerd channel, I will be kind of doing a deep dive on the mistakes they did with the marketing and why, like even back then, because this has been throughout the all of these years, people didn't want to read about black women, especially smart black women. So making a comic book about smart black women, something that a lot of European American people would never agree to. No, never. It's like, why do you think that now there's lawsuits with Caucasian and Asian people saying that too many black people are going to college or taking their spots? Why do you think that? They don't think we're smart. They don't think we could be as smart as them. They don't think we could ever compete with them within the same type of positions. When are you guys going to get this in your heads that it's like, and then they say it's racist to have African American colleges and universities when the reason why they were built was because colleges and universities used to be white only. But I just like, and so when it comes to even the river of racism and watching how Asian Americans see black people. Yeah, it's like, but then they don't understand the history. They don't understand the fight for us to be able to be educated. But now they are fighting against us, trying to make sure that they take more of the spotlight. Oh, but you know what? That's another topic for another day. But it's just with characters like the young woman that's going to be in Ironheart. We need more representation like her. We need to show black men and black women that we can study science and math, that we can be smart and talented, that we can still be black, smart and talented. If you know the years that I was in the school, that I taught in the schools, K through 12 and college, you would know what I've witnessed students saying, teachers saying. We need the representation of characters that are smart and brilliant and amazing and going through tough things and making mistakes and learning from them. We need to see that too. But look at the messages that I see regularly now with Ironheart, because it's pretty disgusting, more than pretty disgusting, but they are pretty disgusting. But some of them are encouraging, and I'm happy to know that some people are encouraging and they're excited to see this. But then when yeah, when I see someone have the like RBH Lihad, yeah, he says he's excited for that word. Yeah. And then Sami, like, so see when I like, and this is great example because like when I say Asian, yeah, Middle Eastern Asian, yeah, that whole, yeah, it's like, because a lot of people think it's only from the Caucasian European white. It's not. When I witness this kind of stuff, When I see this stuff on a daily basis, it's when a lot of people keep saying, um, why do people bring up racism? Why do black people bring it up all the time? Why don't they like drop it? Or why racism isn't all the time, when if you're not a person of color, especially if you're not black, because like, okay, look at the two gentlemen that I'm showing you right now. When you're black, a lot of black people, I'm not saying all, but a lot of us, we go through it a lot more than people of color, because we are fighting racism against white people, but then also people of color. It's like, and even though black people always try to have everyone's back, we always try to support, we always try to share love, we also always try to have compassion and empathy, but then we always get hated on. We hope your show cancels. We won't read your book. We don't want to buy from you, or we don't want to buy from your business because you're black. And so then when we say it's black owned, then there are white people who say, well, I can say white author, I can say white owned, I can say, okay, well, yeah, congratulations, but there's a difference. It's like with some people, when they see black representation, they want nothing to do with us. They don't think we are good enough. And it's heartbreaking and sad and disgusting and bigoted, but that is our reality, and that's what we live through on a daily basis. So at the end of the day, I hope C.O. Jones, I hope she wasn't talking about me being ignorant. But I won't know, will I? I won't know. And meandering, well, maybe if you look at the other episodes where I cover each and every one of these, and especially Haley Bailey with The Little Mermaid, there were so many like pieces of evidence. I think I covered hers in 2 or 3. But I know I can't just cover that all of the time, so. But yeah, again, these are only samples. And there were some that were so disgusting and so awful that it's like, maybe I'll go back if I can find them again, take screenshots, and just put them on a Patreon, because there are some that are only ever going to be on Patreon, because I will not, yeah, yeah. So, thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.